Hi, this is Koso, and welcome back to my channel. So this video is for moms who are feeling sad, overwhelmed, and overburdened. I see you, I am you, and I resonate with you. I want you to know that this period is temporary. What you're feeling is absolutely normal, as your hormones are fluctuating, as stress in life is fluctuating. It is absolutely normal for you to feel overwhelmed, overburdened, sad, upset. And sometimes it feels like maybe it might be for no reason, right? I want you to know that this is absolutely normal. Like yesterday, my husband was like, tomorrow let's go and do like a quick road trip to the nearby city. And I was like, no, I actually just don't want to do anything. I want to just rest. And then today I wake up and I'm like, no, I actually want to do that thing and go to that city, right? And then I came to that realization like halfway throughout the day. I was like, yep, I totally want to do that. And then he's like, you changed your mind. And I'm like, yeah. And then he's finishing up what he's doing, right? Because he had a plan for the day because I said I didn't want to do the road trip. And then I'm like mad now because I'm like, why doesn't he want to do the road trip at the drop of a dime, right? And so, Mom, I want you to know that sometimes it feels like it's for no reason. Like, why am I upset at him for something I canceled and didn't want to do, and then now I want to do it? Why am I upset with him? So I'm asking myself a lot of these questions as I'm getting to know myself to realize, why are these things triggering? So that's one thing that's important for you to do, Mom, is to do the inner work. Figure out, why is this triggering? Why is this upsetting me? Why am I upset that my husband doesn't want to go on the road trip that he originally suggested and I said no to, and then changed my mind halfway through the next day, right? So these things are things for us to ponder on. Why am I triggered? And it usually means that we need to do more inner work to heal these wounds. There are some wounds that are there before even your relationship with your husband or with your partner. There are some wounds that are there that you haven't worked on, right? And so for me, I'm working on those. I'm working on that. And that's what I want moms to do. I want us to get to know ourselves. Our identities have changed, and we're trying to live the same life we lived before we had a baby, before we were married, in this life now. And we need to adjust. We need to adjust our expectations. We need to adjust our behavior. So one thing I do now is I really refrain from nagging, and I'm really aware of the energy that I'm putting into my home, into my family. Like, if I'm over here nagging and complaining and saying this is bad and negative and this and that, why would I be surprised that my husband is also feeling negative? Why? If the roles were reversed and he was saying a lot of negative things, I would definitely start feeling negative too. So when I became more aware of my feelings, of my emotions, and started doing that inner work. Why am I feeling this way? Where is this hurt coming from? Why am I taking this so personally? When I started doing that inner work, that's when I start to realize who I am, what I need to improve on, right? Areas for growth. And it really helps me to love myself more. This is a very important exercise for you to do because it helps you to love who you are, respect yourself, give yourself time and attention, right? Just like you would give time and attention to trying to figure out what's affecting the productivity in your office or something like that. Or if you're doing a project at work, you're going to put a lot of time and energy into that. So we should be putting a lot of time and energy into ourselves in order to develop ourselves, in order to love ourselves. So when I started doing this inner work, I realized a lot of the negative traits that I have in me, I've had them for years and I haven't worked through them. And that's why I'm bringing them into my present life, my present family life. And I'm realizing I don't want those traits. I don't want those things here anymore. They have no space here. They have no space here. And so that is where I take responsibility and I say, hey, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not nagging anymore. I'm not complaining anymore. I'm not looking for the negative in a situation anymore. Instead, I'm going to see what I'm grateful for. I'm going to tell the universe, hey, I love this thing that you did for me. I love my family. I love my husband. I love my daughter. I love myself. And when I start taking ownership and I say, I love this. I'm grateful for this. When I start being grateful and happy for the life that I have, as opposed to negative and nagging and finding all these bad things, oh my gosh, life shifted. Life shifted. And as you're still going through your life, you're going to still see these things come up. And that's a reminder for you to say, hey, I'm going to still work on that. Thank you so much. Like, you should be so happy. Like, thank you so much, universe, for letting me be aware that I still have things to work on. I still have things to work on in order to become my better self. Because as a mom, that doesn't mean that you should stop learning, stop growing, stop becoming your better and best version of yourself. And I strongly believe that that's our calling as a mom, is to be our best self, to leave this model for our children of self-care, of self-love, of prioritizing ourselves, of respecting ourselves, and of advocating for ourselves. So if you're feeling down and depressed and sad right now, know that it's a great opportunity for you to get to know what is causing that, get to know what's happening, get to know yourself through this struggle. And can I tell you something? It's in the deepest, darkest trenches that the prettiest, most shiny woman comes through. When we are going through our lowest points, it is like the universe is telling you, keep going, and you're about to shine. So don't feel discouraged. Don't feel sad. Don't feel upset with yourself for feeling this way. Know that it's an opportunity for you to get to know yourself and glow up. Glow up. Don't beat yourself up. Stop thinking the worst about yourself and stop putting negative feelings on yourself, especially when you're not doing something up to your own standard. I want you to tell yourself, it's okay. I'm still learning. It's okay. I'm still growing. It's okay. This is a great opportunity to learn, and I'm so happy about that. When you start having that perspective of life, things are going to shift for you. You're not going to feel as bad. You're not going to feel these low vibrational feelings of shame, guilt, fear. On the pyramid of energy, right? You're going to see that shame and fear and guilt are low. When you have low energy, moms, do you know what that means? You're attracting more low energy. You're spreading low energy. You are just diluting your shine. You're diluting your radiance when you have this negative vibrational energy, and you're not able to become your best self. You're not able to shine. You're not able to glow. Guilt, shame, sadness, all these things are very good indicators of where we are energetically. When we feel this way energetically, it should be our sign to be like, okay, that's where I'm at now. Thank you so much for letting me know. Become aware of your emotions. Become aware of them. Love them, good and bad. Love all of them. No matter if you get to know why or not, just know that there's a reason and you love them. You love those emotions. Get to know them. They're there for a reason. Our emotions are our body's way, the universe's way of communicating with us, of letting us know something. So I really want you to realize that when you're feeling negative, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling depressed, know that that's the universe telling you, hey, what you're doing right now, you're not in line. There's something not right. There's something that you're not in line with. Take a minute and let's figure it out. I remember feeling so down, feeling so alone, feeling so pressured to be a perfect mom, to do everything perfectly, do everything right. And this brought a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, a lot of fear. I felt guilty when I didn't do things the way I thought they were supposed to happen. I felt guilty. I felt ashamed for not being able to do everything I wanted to do in the day. All the errands, all the chores, all those things. I felt guilty, afraid of giving my daughter not best self and what that can give her. Like, what would that effect happen? So all these negative emotions were floating around in me. They were floating around in me and they weren't helping me. They were not helping me. So now I am more intentional about my feelings. Those emotions that come and go, hey, I'm not saying you're not going to feel bad. I'm saying that when that happens, be aware of it and know that it's an indication of something. There's something to dig deeper in. It could be, I'm feeling bad right now, and I need to get to know why I'm feeling bad when situations like this happen. I need to know why it is that I feel upset by small things that don't even really matter. right? It could be the universe telling you like, hey, you're going in the wrong direction, or you're doing too much in this area and you need to sit back and relax. I feel like moms are always told we got to do everything right, have it all perfect, have it all down pat. And honestly, I'm here to have this one-on-one conversation to show you and tell you perfection is an illusion. There's no way you're going to be perfect. You are already made perfectly, right? God made you perfectly as you are. There is nothing you can do to take away your perfection that you were made with, right? So all you're here to do is to live this life, learn, grow, and love. Love yourself, love your family, love others. So these negative feelings, they're indications of you to dig deeper. And I don't want you to feel constantly negative. I want you to use it to catapult you and say, hey, let me do that inner work. And these negative feelings, they should not be lasting forever, my dear. This is just a phase and it will go. In this community, we like supporting each other. Please comment how you're feeling, comment any struggles you're having, and we're here to support you and help you glow up. I love you so much. Thank you so much for taking time for yourself and for trying to grow yourself and become a better version of yourself. Mom, you got this, and this is your year.
You say nothing's wrong at all, baby. I say that we're falling off, baby. Maybe we just ain't been on the same page.